You're brats. You're brats and you're snobs, and people don't like that.
And not in the brat summer way.
Not in a brat way. That's right, not brat summer.
They're so condescending. They're so arrogant. And, again, not to beat the dead horse, the whole point is to be exclusionary. They're not accidentally exclusionary. It's the mission statement.
I'm sure every single member of the Saturday Night Live cast was a Harris supporter. But what if one of them wasn't? What if one of those cast members was for Trump? Would they have felt comfortable saying so? I really don't think so. You can hate Trump. You can't hate everybody who likes him. It's half the country, and they're not all bad people.
What's going on, guys? We got to talk about Trump deranged Bill Maher, who occasionally has a pretty based take. Now, I know this may be surprising because this dude is definitely a radical leftist, and he voted for Kamala Harris, self-admitting. However, he knows why she lost. Some people can't come to grips with that because this insanely stupid guy on MSDNC, like, you know how they got like all the beta male crew over there between MSDNC and places like CNN and ABC and so forth. So this guy is totally losing his mind, and he refuses to believe that voters voted based off of what they're paying for and their ability to survive in this world. See, these first world, like these people who make a ton of money, like these analysts and these people are partisan hacks. They have no idea, and they're not in touch with reality at all. They don't care about what people say. They don't listen to what people say. They're know-it-alls, okay? They're snotty as hell, okay? Like, these people are bourgeois, the boule, and they don't listen to anyone. And this guy literally just blames racism and white people for the reason why Donald Trump won this election, even though that goes against all the demographics where it, like, Donald Trump was up across the board. It was a clean sweep, not just for white people. However, these stupid idiots are reality deniers. So they can't accept the truth. Let's get into it.
There's this sense, right, that whiteness, right, is under threat. The demographic shifts. The country isn't what all of these racially ambiguous children on Cheerios commercials are confusing the hell out of me. Right?
Eddie, a lot of people voted because their life's too damn expensive, and it was here, and it.
They voted for. You're telling me, Stephanie, that all of these people who believe that their lives are, that bread is too high and eggs are too high, that they voted for a convicted felon, a guy who said we can grab the pea.
I think that a lot.
They voted for this guy.
I'm not defending it. But I think there are tons of people that don't pay attention to, and I'm not defending it, don't pay attention to politics at all. But while we live in the most prosperous country in the world, people are saying, life's not fair, I'm not doing well, my son's still living in the basement, I can't seem to get a job, I don't like the status quo, I'm voting for something else, and he was the person.
I love you to life,
I love you,
but I do not believe that.
Democrats, wake up! Wake up!
Full stop. Full stop. How many videos have I done on this channel where people have said the groceries are too high, they can't afford rent, they can't afford a house? You know where a lot of the videos come from? It comes from networks like theirs, including theirs. It comes from, they've done panels with, or MSDNC, where they've had people say the same thing, where they're supporting Trump because the Biden-Harris administration has failed economically. They failed with the border.
About 2 years ago is when I really noticed the shift of a lot of migrants overpopulating, especially in the area where I work.
Stephanie Tim, mother and real estate agent from Queens, previously backed Biden, but is now siding with Trump.
This situation with immigration is out of control.
Alejandro Vanderhoek and Uber Figueroa are both registered Democrats.
Back in 2017 and 2016, even 2018, it was really quiet neighborhood. Not so much after 2020.
For me, it's number one, economy.
And the border has led to economic problems. The wars have led to economic problems. It all comes back to the Democrats and the economy at the end of the day. And no matter how many times they see it, crazy people like this do not believe it. This is why you can't trust the experts. These people are partisan hacks. They're delusional.
I cannot believe that. And the reason I think you believe it is because you don't want to believe that that's what's really motivating them. It's always the case. People don't want to believe what the country actually is, because if they believe it, they're going to have to confront what's in them. I don't believe that. They voted for a crook, a person who they know is stealing from, just doing everything to undermine the so-called country that they love.
Does this seem like a person that you should trust? Like, look at how emotionally unhinged this person is. This seems like a person who's trustworthy to make rational decisions on your behalf. Bear in mind, these are the types of people that we're dealing with when you have a Democrat government. This is who's in charge. Weirdos like this. I don't believe that. Like, I'm just knocking on the table. Like, this guy's a freaking weirdo loser. And these people are having loser meltdowns because they can't accept defeat.
And then they're telling us the BS that it's economics. We know that's not true.
Fool, slap yourself 3 times.
You heard the nigga try to do it. Try to do
They've
it.
even done exit polls showing that it was economics that was the primary issue, though there are other issues. But it doesn't matter what issue you tell them, because they're going to come down to racism, white supremacy, something stupid as hell, misogyny. These people are obsessed, guys. And this is, again, why they needed to lose. People whose brains operate like this don't need to be anywhere near the government. They need complete rejection. They need humiliation. They need ostracization in order to make sure that they don't come to power, because if they do, everything in their brain will be about that, and they won't think about the reality of any of the situations. And even in the face of telling them, hey man, I'm starving, hey, I really wish I could afford a better house, so on and so forth, they just ignore you and don't hear you, and they just act like little crybabies when they don't get their way. You need people that are strong, that are listeners, that are good leaders, that are actually going to show up and say something to their damn supporters, not just throw a tantrum and show up the next freaking day like Kamala did. But I want to go ahead and react to what Bill Maher had to say about this, because he understands the issue, surprisingly, and he's calling out his fellow Democrats for being a bunch of dodo brains.
Like, that's where the left has a problem. They become the party of the faculty lounge. They're so condescending. They're so arrogant. And, again, not to beat the dead horse, the whole point is to be exclusionary. They're not accidentally exclusionary. It's the mission statement.
Yeah, no, I mean, I saw Kamala was on Saturday Night Live, as the losing candidate often is. It worked so well for Hillary. Let's run that back. What if one of those cast members was for Trump? Would they have felt comfortable saying so? I really don't think so. They would have had to keep it to themselves. That's not a good place for us to be. I remember when... And that happens even more on the left. Brats. You're brats and you're snobs, and people don't like that.
And not in the brat summer way. We're becoming a post-racial society, which is a good thing.
Yes.
But it's being replaced with this diploma divide, where you have, again, this like arrogant, condescending group that says if you don't vote the way we do, you're a fascist, you're Hitler, you're Hitler-like. It's 1933 again. The dating numbers. Liberal women won't be friends with, won't date a conservative man. It's not good for our society if you've replaced religion with politics. And
the problem with the left is that they don't want to deal with anyone who just likes Trump. I've been saying this for years. You can hate Trump. You can't hate everybody who likes him. It's half the country, and they're not all bad people. Politics isn't an extension of a person directly like that.
The character debate in this country was the left with Clinton. Right? I mean, they're the ones who said character didn't matter in the White House, and now suddenly they think character matters a lot. I thought character mattered the whole time.
Well, Clinton has a way better character than Trump.
What?
Slap yourself.
This dude is getting sucked off in the freaking White House, and he's trying to say that he has a better character than Donald Trump. The only thing they have against Trump is a bunch of fraudulent rumors. The Monica Lewinsky situation is proven. He admitted to it. Stormy Daniels' situation is made up. There's no evidence it happened. There's no text messages, no phone calls. There's nothing. Only thing that you have is she brings up a story, Michael Cohen pays her to bury it. That's all you have. That's not evidence of anything. That's so stupid. This guy, Bill Maher, I'm not giving him much credit for anything besides calling out some of his idiotic people in charge of the Democrat Party. But that's it, because this guy is still dumb as a damn pile of bricks.
What was Bill Clinton's giant character flaw? He likes pussy. Oh.
Pussy that doesn't like him back, by the way. He was accused of rape pretty credibly.
That's true.
People who didn't vote for Kamala Harris, I'm seeing a lot from the left, say that it's because they're sexist. No! You don't have to vote for the woman who's only been in campaigning for 3 months because the dude put her in a position to fail.
Facts. Yo, I've been calling that out since the beginning, that Kamala Harris was put in a horrendous position. With now, this is kind of, in my opinion, probably her fault because she's a woke leftist, so she would have did this to herself anyway. But the border, the economy, the wars, it was just too much. It was going to be tough for any Democrat. Even somebody like, let's say, Obama ran. Obama is arguably like the most popular Democrat like ever, right? And even if he would have ran, I think it would have been tough for him. I definitely think the race would have been closer because Obama's actually competent in some ways compared to like Kamala's just like WTF. What were you guys thinking nominating her? But it definitely would have been a tougher race, even with all the administrative failures. But that was a different time as well, because now you even got people like Obama backing Kamala Harris, backing Sleepy Joe, people that have effectively betrayed the trust of the American people, went against the people's best interests, ignored what the majority of Americans are saying. And that's why it's incredible and it's great, a great thing. And I thank God, and I thank all of you guys and all of the voters for voting against this nonsense. Bill Maher seems to have an understanding that the left has become something where it's like hard for him to even be a part of anymore. The party of a bunch of snooty ass, elitist ass, rich people, the party of all of the celebrities coming through for Kamala Harris, the people, you know, the people that are supposed to support the middle class and the lower class is a party that's backed by billionaires, and the party that has a bunch of celebrities supporting them that don't seem to understand that no matter how many times you tell them to their face that everything's too high and that you can't afford anything, that this is a problem for you. You're saying, I don't get it. I don't understand. Why the hell do you still not understand? What is wrong with your brain? These people are nowhere near as intelligent as they think they are if somebody can tell you in simple, plain English, everything is too expensive, so I think I want to vote for Trump because I believe this administration is at fault. And then they just try to just go crazy, emotional, throw tantrums like this stupid idiot at the beginning of this video. Beta male, okay? Like somebody who should never be anywhere near leadership with them dumbass, stupid blue glasses that he had on. People like that are the problem. He's talking about being confused by mixed kids and Cheerio commercials. Like, bruh, what the hell? This dude is an idiot, and people like him are idiots. As long as they're in place, these videos are gonna come. If these people start to wake up, then there'll be no point. I won't be a black anomaly anymore. Then I'll just be, you know, I'll just be myself. But I have a feeling that I'm gonna be necessary for a long time coming because these people are sounding like they've only just begun to fight, and I got news for them. So have I. Those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
I do not believe that.
You dumb bitch.